Hey, this is the Final Bosman, and on today's episode, everybody's got problems, man! You don't got problems! Welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman, and sorry that we didn't have an episode last week. That was a scrunched week on account of US Thanksgiving. And so it didn't happen. I'm sorry, and you should know I do not like to apologize. So consider yourself lucky. Interesting thing happening in the world of video games right now. We're getting apologies. We're getting apologies from game makers, we'll say. 343 Industries about Halo Master Chief Collections Online, and Ubisoft about Assassin's Creed Unity, also pretty borked. And they're saying, hey, they're being upfront for once. So they're saying, hey, all right, look, we know all of this is bad. We are trying to fix it. We're sorry. Please understand, essentially. My question for the audience today, should we accept those apologies? Should we be cool with that? Should we be cool when Smash Bros. Online is borked and there's no apology? Just, hey, we warned you. You could have bought one of those dongles from our website. Get a little Ethernet dongle, go to nintendo.com/store, get yourself a dongle. That's the ESPN guy again. Next on SportsCenter, the dongle. Should we accept Drive Club still being a game you can spend $60 on right now? Should we accept any of this? Well, that is why I have devised a metric. It's called ABABAPA. That of course stands for acceptable brokenness and bugginess and poor performance allowance. And what this is, it's our tolerance level for what we accept in a game. For instance, let's talk about clipping. Clipping is when two polygons overlap with each other. Clipping happens in like every game. Your character gets a sword and puts it in his or her hilt, and it clips through the hair, and you're like, that sword shouldn't be going through that person's hair, but you know what? I'm gonna let it slide. That is not gonna hurt my enjoyment of this game. That's 99 ABABAPAs. But if you think of like frame rate, if a game's at 30 frames per second and sometimes it dips, oh gosh, this sucks. But you know what? I'm still playing this game. I'm still having a good time. That's 86 ABABAPAs. If you think of like you're playing, I don't know, Lego Marvel Superheroes, for instance, and maybe you're on this level with Dormammu in it that's pretty late in the game, and at the same point in this level, every single time, the game hard crashes, and you keep going back into that level. Someone would say, hey, stop playing Lego Marvel Superheroes, the game's crashing, and you say, no, I want to 100% this, I'm gonna figure out how to do this, and you do it 20 times. Well, that's 67 ABABAPAs. If you think of like, let's say, Escape Dead Island, a game that seems awful. You don't want to play that game. Look at this guy. You don't want to be that guy. You don't want to play a whole game as him. This guy, he's wearing shorts. You think about that game, it gets reviews where they're just like, this game is broken to hell. This will not work for you. That's like a relief. You're like, oh, good thing that there are game-breaking bugs in that game. I will not play it. I will not feel bad. That is 2 or 3 ABABAPAs. You might notice I specifically use the word bug a lot instead of glitch or fatal error or problem or blooper or insect. And that is because when I did QA testing at a big publisher, you weren't allowed to use the word glitch or anything else. They were bugs, all right? Your product is bug report, so you have to write about bugs. If you can wiggle through an invisible wall, that's a bug. If you can find a place in a game that it hard freezes every single time, that's a bug. If you can find a spelling error in the subtitles, that's a bug. All these things are bugs. And look, you don't have a quota, but please find 3 or 5 bugs a day and we won't fire you, okay? And so that's what was kind of interesting about my job is I'm the enemy of the developers. These poor people who are making these games. On my end, I'm supposed to attack them all day, write up as many bugs I can find that other people haven't found around me. And basically, I am a roadblock. I am, hey, we're trying to hit our milestone, and I'm just saying, no, fix this first. And that is like my job, is prevent you from getting your big paycheck, you poor developer. And so basically, I can completely understand this. Some developers on the other side would fight your bugs without necessarily fixing the bugs. Don't F with the code if you don't have to. And so it'd be like, this thing is happening in this level. And the response would be, I can't find this. Are you sure? Please repeat this. Okay, fine. Here's a video, here's a picture, here's how to do it. And the person will say, okay, I found it, we'll fix it, it's fixed, please confirm. And you're like, okay, confirmed, you fixed the bug. A whole chain of stupid things, right? That's annoying. There's, however, one word that could kill a bug, and I could not refute it. One word that would just squash a bug immediately, chop its head off, it's dead. That word is legacy. Now I go to my boss, hey, what does legacy mean? Legacy is a good word, what is this? Legacy means, in this case, that this bug has already existed in a previous version of this game. This is a sequel, it's already in the game before it. We're not gonna fix this. If it already exists in that game, which has been successful, which has millions of people playing it, and which got us this far, hey, if it was good enough for that one, it's good enough for this game, not fixing it. Legacy, done, bug, dead. That was the most frustrating thing to see on a bug. We're not willing to fix this because the last game was fine. But this is broken. This is a broken part of the game. The reason I bring up that whole tangent is that I believe that game publishers are aware of Abba. I think they know. And the thing is, it's like food. It's like mass-produced food from food scientists. And it's that thing where their job is to first create good-tasting food that's cheap to make, but then their job is to make it cheaper and cheaper and to make it taste less good along the line. Make it taste close to what it was up here, but your job is to make this food get worse over time so it's cheaper to make. It's like Ritz Bits sandwiches. For those who are not familiar, here's some Ritz Bits sandwiches. These are little Ritz Bits crackers. I mean, look at this box. Look at this thing. That looks freaking delicious, doesn't it? Look at all the peanut butter in the middle. Well, let me show you something. Over the years, what a Ritz Bits sandwich has become is this. And you're like, oh, man, that's not quite as much filling as on the front. Let me spin this around for you. That is how much Ritz Bits peanut butter is in this cracker on the other side. You crack this open, you're like, huh, what? That's like a little smudge of peanut butter. That's not at all what's on the box. That's what a Ritz Bits is now. You know what? And it's not just that one. That is every single, I could pull out any single one of these. They're just pulling the same trick on you every single sandwich. What are you trying to pull over our eyes, Nabisco? You think you can trick us every time? And the thing is, they're not tricking us. We're fully aware that this doesn't look like this, but I keep buying them. Why do I buy all these Ritz Bits sandwiches? It's because they're delicious. It's because I like them. And basically, that's what I'm afraid that video games are. I'm afraid that it's like the publisher's responsibility to be food scientists to like figure out how much we'll tolerate, how bad they can make their games before we're willing to just give up on them. That is the reason I think that, hey, everyone, we need to raise our standards. We need to lower our Abba. When you think of Assassin's Creed Unity and bugs where human faces are missing, you don't think there was a poor QA tester who saw that? Who said, hey, wait, hold up, wait, stop it. These people don't have faces. Look at my, I see eyeballs and teeth, but they're missing faces. There was someone who said, well, not enough of a big deal. The game has to go out. Sorry. That happened. You know, someone made that decision. What's worse, there was another person who said, hey, and look, let's print the disc now, and maybe we'll have a day one patch where we fix that. They didn't fix it. That was never fixed. You think of other games that could have been just saved, and it's just like, hey, why didn't you do a beta? Well, to be honest with you, betas are very expensive, and to be even more honest with you, we're already doing okay with exposure. We don't really need a beta to get us attention. Well, your game is out and it doesn't work. We're sorry. People are spending $60 on this. Well, I understand that's a lot, but if you think about it, if you factor in inflation, that's the cheapest video games ever been. Cars, so helpless. I don't know, the obvious solution to any of this is to just raise your standards and lower your Abba. This obvious solution is to stop celebrating that you're buying a game on its first day. However, none of us want to do that. I don't want to stop buying games on day one because I love video games. And I guess I just realized I never wrote the conclusion of this episode. I have no answers this week. I started it, hey everybody, I have a question to you. Should we accept those things? So you do the conclusion of this week's episode. For the conclusion of this week's episode, check the comments below, baby. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. I'll be back here next Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, just wanted to let you know, come completely clean, straightforward with you all. This episode has been sponsored by Ritz Bit Sandwiches. I just gotta say, these are the perfect snack for people who love video games. You play your games, you pop it, yo, check this out. There's like a hexagon right here. You can be getting headshots, snacking on crackers all night long, baby. So when you have Ritz Bit Sandwiches, you're getting a good kill to death ratio. Peace out.